Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, I trust you enjoyed my last video from Anne Murray, and through her song You Needed Me, we looked at that very thing. And then when you give someone space and time, you might actually save a life. So I trust you found that one encouraging. Well, we're going on to Harry Lillis Crosby, that was born in 1903 in Tuckahoe, Washington. He was the fourth child of 7, and he would become known affectionately around the world as Bing Crosby. So we're talking about music, television, radio, TV royalty right here today. We're going back to an era, a golden era of movies and TV, talking pictures that come in, the use of the microphone, recording techniques, and just this incredible crooning voice this guy has got. He's one of the voices, in fact, one of the most popular artists of the 20th century. He's been in 70 films and recorded over 1,600 songs. So Bing Crosby is, absolutely incredible with the amount of work this guy has done over his 74 years of life. He's renowned back before, around the turn of the century, this thing called a microphone came in, and before that, people such as Al Jolson used to have a really loud voice and actually had to project his voice to the back of the auditorium. But when the microphone came in, this changed the world, and you sort of didn't have to be quite so boomy. You could just have a more intimate, crooning style of voice, and this is well and truly what Bing Crosby is famous for, influencing so many people after him. It is not funny. People who just have that beautiful crooning, phrasing style to their singing. I think of Michael Bublé, classic example, a bit more contemporary, very much styled himself on Bing Crosby. And so more intimate style, so you felt like the guy was singing just to you, and this is what made Bing Crosby so successful. A few things about Bing Crosby. 1923, a little trio called the Harmony Aces. In 1925, he moved to California, particularly Los Angeles, to become a little bit well known and still travel around in appropriate circles because he knew he had a bit of a voice and he wanted to actually get up a bit of a career going. 1929, he was part of a group called the Rhythm Boys that got him a bit more well known. 1930, he started to become part of movies and a string of music comedy hits. Talking movies had been around for only a short amount of time, and Bing Crosby was in the right place in the right time. 1931, his first radio broadcast. In 1950s, he started to engage in this TV medium and was really and truly becoming popular on TV. Between 1934 and 1959, he was number 10 box office draw card of all time. That's pretty significant. And as well as that, he also had a pretty prolific recording career as well. In fact, 396 of his 409 singles charted. He's had 71 studio albums, 2 live albums, 83 compilation albums, 6 EPs, 409 singles, and around 763 combination albums of all time. That's pretty massive output right there, and probably one of the highest album producers of all time. And of those albums, 23 gold platinum albums, so that's pretty amazing sales right there. Bing Crosby is also renowned for his development of the videotape medium, so if it wasn't been for Bing Crosby, videotape wouldn't have been a thing. Bing Crosby has received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. There's been 4 songs of his, including one of the songs you have to talk about when to talk about Bing Crosby in a second. He's a Radio Hall of Fame and Popular Music Hall of Fame, Hit Parade Hall of Fame. 4 performances have received Grammy Hall of Fame nods. New York Film Critic Academy Awards, 3 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, 1 Golden Globe Award. So extremely significant, influential in many ways, as well as this incredible singing voice that he's got. Bing Crosby, we are talking the golden age right here, just had a way about him, you know, very easy going, just an effortless voice, and you just crooned your way into your heart. You just had the way just seeping into absolute your very being. So when you heard Bing Crosby, you could just relax and know that you're in good hands with just a timeless performer. And so it's good to give this guy a bit of a nod today. In fact, we're going to do a couple of other screen legends in this little mini series. So when you think about Bing Crosby, there's one song you think of in particular. And you have to go to 1942. And of course, we all know what was happening in 1942. World War II was happening. So between 1939 and 1945, World War II was happening. And it was Irving Berlin who just got a few words together, got this beautiful tune together, and according to Bing Crosby, you know, changed his life with the song White Christmas. You very much think about White Christmas, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas like the ones I used to know. Now, when you put this into a World War II setting, you're singing to guys who might be on the trenches in World War II, and when you think about Christmas, it's a particular time when you think about family and the fact you're not with them, and it can be a bit of a time. And so this song has got particular influence, particularly for bringing camaraderie and a bit of morale to the troops who are in the trenches. World War II was a horrible thing, as World War II, and this song kind of changed the psyche of those in the trenches around the time it came out. It's been a number of movies. And of course, it's just a beautifully sung, this song. Very, very simple. You don't have to do much to actually perform this song. You just got to have a beautiful crooning voice as Bing Crosby has got. Put it in the context of World War II. Have a couple of really amazing performances live as well as on movie. And you've got a timeless song right here. This is one of these songs of all time right here. And it's certainly Bing Crosby's signature tune. And with Christmas coming up, you know, it's always good to just think about memories and the things that makes Christmas what it is. It's just one of those times of years. It's a bit sad for some people, but at the same time, it brings back memories of you know, perhaps better times or memories that are right with us right now. And if you are in the midst of having a really, really good Christmas, you know, create the memories, because you're going to need them later when, you know, when life changes, as it often does. So White Christmas, we've got a couple of versions of White Christmas. We've got a TV special performance. Bing Crosby, you know, of course, when you think about TV Christmas shows, Bing Crosby is just the go-to because of this song, White Christmas. It just translates to so many mediums so well. So we've got a TV version of that one, a bit of fun and game happening at the start of the one, and then we've also got a movie version. And just to bring out, I'm not sure which movie this one actually is from, I couldn't tell, but you know, him singing a younger version of him, I reckon around about 1942 perhaps, singing to the troops, and you know, just see their reactions and how it just touches the deepest part of them and just gets them to reflect on happier times. So we've got White Christmas, you've got to have that one. We then got Now You Have Jazz. This comes from the movie High Society, 1956. This is a bit of a nod to the jazz genre and how all the elements you've got to have jazz. You've got to have your drums, bass, piano. And of course, when you put the indelible Louis Armstrong in there, it just really brings the whole thing alive. And so Bing Crosby and his just ability to just be able to look straight to the camera and look at you personally, you just think, well, I'm just really getting entertained right now, and I'm just really enjoying this experience. So we've got Now You Have Jazz. We then got I Haven't Got Time to Be a Millionaire, and of course Bing Crosby being successful as he probably was. But you know what, yeah, it's a classic case of him wooing a girl. You know, a girl would listen to Bing Crosby singing straight at her, win her heart straight away. If I Had My Way from 1940, a bit of an incredible movie for Bing Crosby. And then when you think about Christmas clips, one of the clips that always seems to go around at Christmas time is him and David Bowie together. An indelible traditional song versus more contemporary. We've got an absolutely iconic TV performance here from 1977. It's a bit of a clip that always goes around every Christmas time, so I thought I'd put that one there for you as well. So the links to those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bing Crosby clips are in the description below. The Little Drummer Boy Peace on Earth clip with David Bowie and Bing Crosby is pretty iconic. So make sure you watch that one. And you'll get to see what I mean by how incredible this guy was on camera. He just had that way about him. His voice is pretty amazing. Just an all-round performer, and certainly achieved all of those awards he's achieved and the incredible life, because Bing left us in 1977. So, you know, it was great to know that he had the influence that he has had. So the links to all those songs are in the description below, and I've also included my last video on Anne Murray, so if you want to recap on her, feel free. So if this is your first time to Life Reflections through Music, or you've come back for another video, welcome to everybody for doing so. It's great to get the engagement we've been getting of late. I trust you've been just catching the shorts I've been doing of late, a bit of an experiment to see how I'm going with those ones and seeing the engagement I'm getting and the connection I'm getting with those ones. So that's it for today. Next time we're going to continue on with our screen legends through dance legend Fred Astaire. So until next time, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.